Look at this slide. When a learner faces a dense wall of text like this, massive paragraphs, conflicting fonts, and no clear headers, their cognitive load maxes out instantly. Before they even process a single fact, they are already exhausted. In the next 5 minutes, we're going to take a dense, bureaucratic manual and rebuild it into a polished, brain-friendly e-learning module. To do this, you only need 3 things: a messy draft text, the willingness to aggressively cut out fluff, and access to your subject matter expert. Every formatting hurdle you remove frees up the learner's energy to focus on the content. By the time we're finished, we'll have turned this visual noise into a clear signal for the brain. Step 1. We break the physical structure. Watch how we shatter massive paragraphs, isolating them into short blocks with bold headers. If a concept is still too large, we do not force it. We move it onto sequential slides to create a paced progression. These headers allow a learner to scan the screen and mentally categorize the material before they commit to reading. Creating physical space on the slide translates directly into cognitive breathing room inside the learner's brain. Step 2 is simplifying the sentences themselves. Start by scanning your text and eliminating words with 4 or more syllables. Watch out for the trap of hyphenating complex words to save space. A phrase like highly motivated interrupts the reading rhythm. Use 2 simple words, like high motivation, to keep the sentence flowing naturally. Next, we convert the passive voice into the active voice. Look at this complex passive sentence about call center operators undergoing a probationary period. We rewrite it to place the actor first, turning it into a concise active action. Active, shorter sentences physically propel the learner forward through the material. Complex, winding grammar only creates unnecessary friction. Step 3 is purging the fluff. Corporate drafts are notoriously packed with stop words and bureaucratic filler. We aggressively strike out empty phrases like "in order to" and "in the period of." We also strip away subjective adjectives. Words like effective or fast mean completely different things to different people. You need to replace them with concrete, measurable facts. Instead of telling a learner that an algorithmic tool is effective, show them that 6 out of 10 clients agree. Instead of saying a delivery route is a short distance, specify 140 kilometers. Corporate buzzwords make readers tune out. Hard, specific facts provide the actual motivation to learn the material. Step 4 focuses entirely on complex terminology. When you encounter a multi-part concept that feels too large to grasp at once, the most effective approach is to isolate its components. Take a term like value stream. We isolate the 2 halves. First, we define value on its own flashcard. Then, we flip the next card and define stream. Once the learner grasps the individual pieces, we merge them. The definitions combine, and we map them onto a clean flowchart that represents the entire connected process. Deconstructing terms this way prevents intimidation, ensuring the learner builds a solid, reliable conceptual foundation. Our final step is applying visual polish. We start with the signaling principle, which dictates that text should only be bolded based on a strict rule, never for random emphasis. Here is how that works in practice. In this definition of the SWOT method, notice how strictly the letters S, W, O, and T are bolded. This creates a clear visual path for the eye to follow. Next, limit your entire design to a maximum of 2 fonts, one for headers, one for body. If text doesn't fit the screen, do not shrink the font size. Move overflow to a new slide. Finally, align your body text to the left. Even inside data tables, where the instinct is to center everything, left-aligned text creates a crisp, uniform edge that aligns perfectly with natural human eye tracking. Rigorous visual consistency removes the final layer of friction between the learner and the educational content. Compare our starting point to the final result. The cluttered slide we began with is gone. In its place is a beautiful, airy layout, built with active sentences and left-aligned text. Before you publish, run 2 strict quality control checks. First, read the newly formatted text out loud. A fresh read will instantly highlight any remaining clunky phrases or verbal stumbles that need a final rewrite. Second, hand the simplified draft back to your subject matter expert. You need to guarantee that your aggressive simplification didn't accidentally alter any crucial technical specifications or legal rules. Now it's your turn. Take the most difficult, overwhelming draft you have and run it through these 5 steps right now.
Effective educational formatting is a reproducible system, and you are ready to use it.